Hello everyone, how are you? Here we are for our third session in learning Python. Today we will see how to write and to use text in our code. So, to use a text or what is called string in programmation is simply a string of characters or a sequence of characters. So to write a text, we have to use quotation mark or quotation marks. So, for example, we can write I am learning Python. For example, this is a string in Python. So, as I have said, we can use quotation marks or also the apostrophes. So the same text we can write it with apostrophes. So or I can write another text. For example, I like apples or apple. I like apple. So this is another string, another text in Python. So if I wrote this in code, the machine can read it, read it without any problem. So if I print it with our famous print function, so we'll see I am learning Python, so without problem. The same for the uh, second sentence. So print without any problem. So the two sentences are been or have been written on the screen without any problem. So this is what we name with when we say string. So string is a sequence of characters. When I said characters, it is not only letters, but it can also be anything, including numbers. But a number in quotation mark is not no more a number but a string. If I want to make arithmetic operation, I must not use quotation mark or apostrophes. Good. So this is simply what I want to discuss with you in this session. So for uh, this string we can do some operations like in math. So we can do, for example, uh, the first sentence in two parts. So I am, so this is the first phrase, and we can use the continuation symbols, which is the plus. So plus here it is not for numbers but for strings. So we can do combining two sentences. So I am or groups or a phrase. I am learning Python. So if I print these two phrases with this operation of plus, we can have the sentence in one form. So I am learning Python. So plus here it is for concatenation the phrases in one and only one sentence. Good. We can also use the multiplication, but the multiplication we can or we must multiply a string with a number. For example, if I wrote if I if I write here this string and if I multiply it by 10, for example, so this HA will be multiplied 10 times. So as you see on the screen. Good. Uh, so far we have seen three built-in functions, print and the first function, which is type. Now we will see another function. This function is for counting the length of a string. So when, or a sequence in general, so when I wrote len, of course it is an abbreviation of length. So len, this sentence, for example, I am here for some exercises. So if I want to know how characters in this sentence, I have just to write or to use the len function. So we will see how many characters are in this sentence. So we have 28. So this function help us to know how much character we have in a string. Good. So this is what we have for today. So so far we have seen the numbers and the arithmetic operation that we can do or we can operate on them. Today we have seen how to use string in order to write and to operate some sentence or string of characters, sequence of characters. This is all what we have for today. Thank you and see you in the next session. Goodbye.